Do the numbers just speak for themselves, or is there some kind of other motive for the filing at this time, Joey?
No correlation at all, Mike. You kidding? I'm being sarcastic, obviously.
That's $100 million each fight.
I would think close to $1 billion.
He probably is, but he spends like a mother. He probably has like a couple $100 million in jewelry.
This is what Floyd writes on his Instagram. Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear, especially when it comes to the media in this country.
Floyd Mayweather, who once earned more than $1.2 billion in his career, is now reportedly in serious financial trouble, according to recent CNN reports. Even though he's been seen showing off private jets, mansions, and expensive watches, insiders say his overspending, failed businesses, and growing legal bills have caused major losses. Sources claim the boxing star is quietly selling assets to pay off debts, while some suggest he may soon file for bankruptcy.
Everything ends up this way. Well, everything does end up this way because people are surrounded by other people who make 10%, 20%, 5% on what the other guy brings home. So people are incentivized to push people to keep scaling and keep going and all eat when you eat. But I think it's very important for people to stand up and say, you know what? I don't think this thing needs to be that big. I don't think the valuation needs to get here.
Floyd Mayweather once stood at the top of the sports world in terms of wealth, reportedly earning over $1.2 billion through fights, endorsements, and appearances. But the money didn't last long. Instead of saving or planning for the future, he spent freely. Everyday life for him meant gold-plated jets and entire collections of supercars. His need to be the richest and most flashy athlete overshadowed any financial sense. The same habits that made him famous for wealth have now brought him close to financial collapse.
He's up there, bro. He's probably got to be at least $400 million. I mean, some of the purses from his fights are like $100 million each fight.
I would think
shit.
Close to $1 billion.
He probably is, but he spends like a. He probably has like a couple $100 million in jewelry. Have you seen like videos of his jewelry?
Yeah, some crazy. Let me see. Let me see what his net worth is. Mayweather net worth.
Them Googles be lying though, huh?
They be lying? You think?
I think so. It's probably not accurate. I mean,
let's see what they say. Exactly what you said. It says an estimated $450 million.
Yeah.
Richest boxer in the world. It's a lot of money.
Mayweather grabbed attention not only for his undefeated record, but also for the huge paychecks from his fights. His match with Manny Pacquiao reportedly earned him over $250 million, and his exhibition with Conor McGregor brought in similar amounts. He was often called the highest-paid athlete in the world. But instead of using this money to build lasting wealth, Mayweather spent it on extravagance. Lavish parties, private jets for his friends, and million-dollar gambling sprees became part of his everyday life.
Floyd Mayweather, the highest paid athlete, not the highest paid boxer, the highest paid athlete in the world. I had the opportunity and pleasure to be around him for many years. I was his personal shopper. I was a personal friend of his family. One of my greatest memories of being just lucky enough to even be around that environment was watching him train. Watching Floyd Mayweather train is a masterclass in discipline. It is a masterclass in work ethic. It is a masterclass in this is how you execute and get stuff done. Every rep, he hits it hard. There's not one lazy rep. He does everything at such a high frequency, so elevated. I'm like, goodness gracious, watching this man train, it's like, that's how I want to train for life. I've been to the club with Floyd where we leave in the club 3, 4 in the morning and he's still going to hit his 6 miles. He'll have all the cars follow him and he's running down the Las Vegas Strip, down back streets.
Floyd's money problems go beyond just overspending. His name has often come up in legal issues connected to risky business deals. In 2022, he was involved in a class action lawsuit over a cryptocurrency project many called a pump and dump. The case was thrown out, but it showed his habit of joining hype-driven ventures without proper checks. In 2024, things got worse when he faced another lawsuit for allegedly telling his bodyguard to attack a man. The victim claimed over $3 million in damages. These cases reveal a consistent pattern of risky and careless financial choices.
How do you explain all that? How did that happen in your life?
Well, things happen. I had 3 children with a young lady. We wasn't seeing eye to eye, we wasn't seeing eye to eye. She was a little upset, had a little alcohol in her system. She was a little edgy, and I told her, basically I needed the keys to my truck. She was upset. She didn't want me to take the keys to the truck. So things got out of hand and blown out of, they blow things up bigger than what things are really made out to be. So things happen.
But nevertheless, you had to do 2 months, right?
Yeah, I did 2 months for a misdemeanor, yes.
So what is it like to have everything and then not have freedom?
That's what I come to find out. Freedom is very important. Freedom is very, very important. And I'm just, I'm happy to be free. I'm happy to be back, in my children's life.
Joe Rogan, known for speaking his mind, openly criticized Mayweather for ignoring tax responsibilities. He warned that no matter how wealthy someone is, not paying taxes can lead to serious trouble with the IRS. And he's correct. Many rich people have faced major issues for the same reason. Rogan noted that Floyd's flashy lifestyle could be covering up serious financial problems. The pattern Floyd appears to be following isn't new.
He owed that money to the IRS. How much does he owe?
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money. There's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, he's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
He has $15 million worth of cars.
Congrats. You can sell those.
Mike Tyson made headlines for earning hundreds of millions during his boxing career, only to declare bankruptcy after years of reckless spending. He owned Tiger's mansions and even a gold bathtub. Now Floyd seems to be repeating the same pattern. Like Tyson, Mayweather shows off his cars, jewelry, and homes. But behind the scenes, his finances look unstable.
It's your main man, Made Man, back at it again, and y'all know how I get down over here. We talking boxing. Now, I am fresh off watching episode 1 of the All Access of the upcoming fight between Floyd Money Mayweather and Marcos Maidana. Now, a lot of people may have gotten a lot of things from watching that episode. It was real flamboyant. We seen Floyd Mayweather tossing his money around as always, talking about the Miss Jackson situation. We seen Marcos Maidana looking focused, more so focused on his baby and everything. So those are a lot of the minor takeaways. But my major takeaway from this whole thing, ladies and gentlemen, is I was quickly hit with a emotion of nostalgia, you know what I mean? Because seeing Floyd Mayweather with all this money and cars and clothes and hoes and yada yada yada, it just kind of reminded me. There was a small segment in that episode that stated that a lot of fighters believe in their immortality, you know what I mean? We've seen this before. So the question I ask, we have seen this movie before. Boxers traditionally going broke. They start off well, so flamboyant with all this money and all these cars, and they have businesses they invest in. There's something special, at least in their minds they are. And then after either retirement or near retirement, or after the fight game has left them, traditionally boxers go broke, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not saying this is going to happen to Floyd Mayweather, but I swear on everything, man, I hope it doesn't happen to Floyd Mayweather, because Floyd Mayweather is going to go down in the halls of history, ladies and gentlemen, as possibly top 3 to top 5 to top 10 of all-time greats. I mean, depending on how you view Floyd Money Mayweather. But however, he is definitely the #1 boxer of my era, ladies and gentlemen, of my time on this earth of watching this sport of boxing. No one has the skill set of Floyd Money Mayweather. Carve it up, chop it up how you like. Get on the debate about his opponents, all this other crap. We can have that for another video. But this man is going to go down in history as an all-time great without a doubt. And I understand the argument for those who may even present the argument that he's the #1 greatest of all time. I see valid points in that argument. I don't agree with that, but I see valid points in that argument. This is a great boxer. We are going to miss Floyd Money Mayweather when he leaves the sport, ladies and gentlemen. But the fact remains,
ironically, Floyd has often talked about financial strategy, even mentioning a buy low, sell high approach for his real estate deals. But his actions don't match his words. No one doubts Mayweather's skill in the ring. His defense timing and fight IQ made him one of the greatest boxers ever. He retired undefeated, something very few athletes achieve. But being great in sports doesn't mean he's smart with money. His focus and discipline in boxing are in stark contrast to his impulsive choices outside the ring.
People hate consistency when it comes to teams that you don't like and not a fan of, and they constantly win all the time. The Patriots went through the same thing. Small example. I'm gonna just take boxing for instance.
Right.
Floyd.
Yes.
Everybody loved when Floyd was winning early in his career.
Yes.
But when he kept winning,
yes,
he became the villain.
Yes.
And then everybody paying in and tuning in to see him lose.
Right.
That's it. Yes. He became the villain.
Even Floyd's uncle Jeff Mayweather has spoken out about his financial choices. In an open interview, Jeff said he can't make sense of Floyd's unpredictable behavior, especially his messy investment moves. Floyd seems to jump into business deals without a clear plan, driven more by ego than careful thinking. His huge real estate claims worry experts who know how risky those markets can be.
I have no idea. I mean, like I said, I don't necessarily see Floyd very much. So we don't really get a chance to talk very much. And so I don't really know what's going on. I know he's doing things that, to better his life, like, buying homes and buying, different things. And so, I don't know exactly what he's doing. So, I haven't seen him in quite some time. And I haven't heard about him talking about doing any more exhibitions. Maybe he will, maybe he won't, I don't know. But I haven't heard anything.
I know the KSI's team would be happy to make their fight with him.
Floyd's trouble with the IRS is a serious warning sign. Reports say federal authorities have previously told him to sell properties and pay his taxes, but he ignored the advice, risking serious financial trouble. When the IRS starts seizing assets, it shows major mismanagement. Floyd's choice not to deal with his tax debt only made things worse.
I'm at least at fact reporting. You guys all seen the headline saying Mayweather needs money, Mayweather has problems, Mayweather needs Conor McGregor. Well, the truth couldn't be further. Let me tell you, Floyd Mayweather just posted this on his Instagram, and I know it's true because anyone who was around Floyd Mayweather back after the Pacquiao fight in 2015 saw Mayweather with the $26 million paycheck for the IRS. And this is what Floyd writes on his Instagram. Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear, especially when it comes to the media in this country. While everyone is counting my money and assuming the worst, these are the facts. Uncle Sam received $26 million from me in 2015. What else could they possibly want? I'm sure I would have been notified much sooner if there were any real discrepancies, right? Bottom line, everybody just wants to be part of the Money May show, including the IRS. That's fine. You can crunch numbers all day, but in the end, my empire is rock solid and intact. Now calculate that. Hashtag TMT, hashtag Floyd Mayweather, hashtag TBE.
Eventually, Floyd responded to the tax rumors, saying he had paid $26 million to the IRS. But rather than clearing things up, it caused more questions. Was that the full amount owed, and was it paid on time? The timing felt less about honesty and more about controlling the story. Some critics say the payment was a PR move to quiet the growing speculation.
To them by showing on Instagram $26 million, a payment he made to the IRS. By the way, nothing makes your tax payment look shadier than when you're just holding up cash.
Right.
That's not a good look for the IRS. But he showed his actual, $26 million.
Then just pay him. Like, I don't know why, like, he's mad at the media. It's like, oh, you guys are making things up. No, it's leaked that you asked to pay after this fight. Like, you make all this money. If I was Mayweather, not only would I pay them on time, the IRS, I'd tip them. I'd be like, hey, here's what I owe you. Here's a little bit. Get your woman something nice, all right? How was Christmas for your kids? Oh, you're Jewish? Convert just for this Christmas. Here, take care.
Despite growing lawsuits and financial red flags, Mayweather recently said he invested $42 million in real estate, buying 62 buildings in Manhattan with his own money. He emphasized that no outside partners were involved, but critics question if the claim is accurate. The timing and size of the investment seem exaggerated, especially considering his other money problems.
$2 million. This substantial investment was made through his real estate firm, Vada Properties, and is intended to expand his portfolio in New York City real estate market. Mayweather has expressed that this purchase holds significant personal meaning, reflecting his humble beginnings and desire to provide affordable housing options. He stated, growing up, I used to dream about owning just one home by myself. When you work hard, you can achieve anything. However, it's important to note that while Mayweather has announced this acquisition, some reports suggest that property records do not yet confirm a transfer of ownership. Experts speculate that he may have acquired a minority stake with options for future expansion.
Instead of inspiring confidence, the statement has made people more skeptical. If it's true, it shows risky overextension. Mayweather's focus on luxury items may be his biggest problem. Every expensive car watch and gold chain adds to a lifestyle he can no longer support. Insiders say he spends more than he earns every month. The numbers don't make sense. And with huge taxes on those purchases, the problem only grows.
Floyd Mayweather is about to pay $2 billion to purchase a sports team and may never have to pay taxes again. The tax code offers these super wealthy so many methods to erase their income through deductions, and none is better than purchasing a sports team. Buying a sports team is like buying a unicorn real estate property. The value is always going to go up, the owner is going to make money, but on their tax return, they're going to use a strategy to report that they're losing money. See, the owner is actually allowed to write off the entire cost of the sports team against future income. This will allow Floyd to pay less in taxes. It's called amortization, which is very similar to depreciation. But if Floyd ever decides to sell the team, then the taxes will be owed. Who cares then? Because the taxes he was supposed to pay during those years, he's going to take that money, reinvest it for personal profit. See you, Floyd. Hit your boy up if you need help with taxes. My name is Duke, and I make taxes very easy to understand. Give me a follow to stay educated.
Nothing shows Floyd's love for showmanship more than his recent trip to Mexico in an armored tank. While most people choose luxury SUVs or private jets, he went to the extreme. It was less about being practical and more about getting attention. Moments like these may go viral, but they also show someone totally out of touch with financial reality.
Yeah, they got Floyd Mayweather, like...
Well, I didn't say kidnap, but you know, you got your passport taken. You can't come and leave when you want to go, but he ain't in jail, so
okay.
He's out at a 6-star hotel being Floyd, so I guess it ain't that bad, but we'll see. We're going to watch and see like everybody else.
That's crazy. I mean, when you think of Money Mayweather, you thinking like Floyd may have like $1 billion or something.
He did. He made $1 billion plus. Floyd made a lot of money. And I don't really know Floyd's business, so I'm not going to speak on Floyd's business, but Floyd's very, very, as we all the world knows, he's money made, very flashy. Look, man, you know, we both made some real money, but you know, you start burning through, you make $2-3 million a year, you burning through $100,000 a month. You ain't really got that much money.
Shit, he probably spending way more than that.
No, I'm talking regular dudes like, we say we made $3 million, we burning through $100,000 a month. We really don't got no paper like that saved up.
Fact.
So even if he's making $100 million, if he's burning through $5, $6, $7 million a month, you still got taxes, you still got responsibilities. So I don't know nobody's bag, but you know, me and you, we real. We never count nobody paper. So
not at all.
I hope he got $10 billion. And I hope he get out of his problem.
That's a fact, because you would figure he should be able to just cash him out, like whatever the tab is. You know, he should be able to wire that.
I think he could do that with no problem. I think he got all the money in the world. I think they may not want it.
Mayweather's watch collection, said to be worth millions, is another sign of his need to show off wealth. Social media is full of pictures of diamond-covered watches, each more extravagant than the last. Fans may love the glamour, but financial experts call it waste. These watches lose value the moment they are bought.